People see me and can't help themselves. See me themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find new ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked. Down at the 21-yard line.
This nigga's name was Dallas Cowboys 870. Nigga really Cowboys.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check three, check three, check three. Hey, Quaker Omaha. Check 24. Kill.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All right, now here we go. Don't get nervous.
On second down, Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Whoa.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Cousins gives way to Cook. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
48 for Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, orbit.
On third down, Cousins. It's caught by Treadwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 46.
Check. Hey, Ken. Switch.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Cousins now eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This motherfucker don't know how to pick a play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Wide. Hey, can't.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
It was alright. I'll really be using the weapon.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Watch the twins. Watch the twins. Check. Check 24. We're going to 54. Check.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Right there, 54 Mike. I got him. Rush in. Everyone going to 54. Line. Safety creek. Out. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Jahan, 180. Come on, D. Check 31, check 31. Big Ed. Move.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Jahan, 180. Mike 54. Tighten up. Pull it together. Wide. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. It's our time.
From the gun, here's Cousins. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Cousins.
Jahan, 180. Check 48 to Mike. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Check 3.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
This nigga's just too good. He's the best running back in the NFL.
Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 37 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. And they also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. We're going to 53. We're going to 54, one here. We got double up.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 73 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Forbath, the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Forbath is sent it away now following the touchdown.
I think he beat up some crazy-ass, big-ass.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and
Are
a
you
loose
serious,
football.
dude?
It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
They literally just gave him, they said here, just give him 7 points. That's what the defensive game just was.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. They run again on first down. Cook. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the 40 now on second down. Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Focus, defense, focus. Check it back. Check it. Hey, can. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, we're good.
From the 17, Cousins. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 17 yards out. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Hey, looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing?
I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott letting one fly into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Intended that time for Cooper. Following the interception, Cousins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Give me the score for that. Oh, my goodness.
In the books, you're watching.
Oh, my fucking God. Give me the score.
Separates these two teams as we come back for this.
Give me the score for that. Oh, my. That was filthy. That was fucking filthy, bro. They can't give me a score for that. But they'll give that nigga a field
a couple yards deep.
That's got to be good news coming up. That was fucking
solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 30.
That was.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Here we go.
They go to Elliott again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
That was fucking.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
God.
They're down here in the third quarter trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
Check. 154. No, check.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Kill.
On second and 11 now. Prescott, he's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Prescott from the gun on third. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
47.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott.
Dude, how did he fucking catch that?
Out of the backfield.
Come on, dude. This team's fucking giving him the game.
Cowboys.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On first down, it's Elliott, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 35 on second down, Prescott. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Prescott to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check cross. Kill. Ringo 48. Kill. Whip.
On first and 10, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. On the carry, it's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
They run. Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Play action now. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Kill. 6 guys.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed with.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And they got the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Look at the hair from other people. Oh, my God. Come on.
Tavon, he's going to go. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. That kickoff return, 104 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And that big fourth-quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had the big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I don't even know.
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Black. 54 is Mike. Hey, Zoo. 54. Hey, I'm coming. Mike's 5'4",
Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now.
Are you fucking kidding me, bro? My fucking God, I
it's
should have
a
had a way
nifty
back there.
return of 29 yards.
God,
and this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. 10th carry now for Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Elliott running right. And he'll go down at the 28. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Another choke for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, Alpha. Check me out.
The first throw in overtime now for Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
I can't stop you from the field goal. How the fuck
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.